In this video, I will be demonstrating how to add two 3-digit numbers by using base 10 blocks. Second graders can use base 10 place value blocks to add two 3-digit numbers. Let's review. Remember, a 3-digit number is made up of hundreds, tens, and ones. And remember, for base 10 blocks, 1 cube counts as 1, 110 long counts as 10, and 100 flat counts as 100. So right here we have a problem 154 plus 287. If we want to add 154 plus 287, we can use a place value mat, like right here in front of us. I have separated my hundreds, tens, and ones to represent 154, so 100, 5 tens, and 4 ones. And to that, I'm going to add 287, which I will represent as 2 hundreds, 8 tens, and 7 ones. When I look at all of my ones, I see too many in the ones place value. I think I can make 10 with how many ones I have. So to do that, I will take the 4 ones, okay, so now I have 10 ones. I'm going to exchange these for a 10. Well, as we can see, the 10 cannot stay in the ones, so we will have to move this 10 over here. I have 1 in the ones place, and so I can write on my equation a 1 right here. Okay, so if we were to look at the tens, we can see that we have way too many tens in the tens place value. So what we want to do is we want to get 10 tens to make 100. So we have 10 tens, and we can exchange it for a 100 block. We will now move the 100 block to the hundreds, like so. So now we can see that we have 4 tens. So we're going to go to the equation, and in the tens place, we will write a 4. Now all we have to do is count the hundreds that we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the hundreds place, we can write 4. So we can see in the problem that we have 441. And we can look at our mat to see if we are correct. And we do have 441. In this next video, Shawanda is going to be solving a different type of problem using the same method that I provided in my last video. If she were to have any questions or happens to stumble while using the base 10 blocks, I will be there to guide her and assist her. However, I will not be providing her the answer. She needs to be able to do it on her own. So as you can see here, Shawanda is placing the base 10 blocks on the appropriate spaces provided on the place value mat. So as I'm observing her, I can tell that she has prior knowledge of her hundreds, tens, and ones place values, meaning she knows where the ones go, where the tens go, and where the hundreds go. And now Shawanda is going to be solving the problem, and we will be able to see her process and the steps she's going to take in order to solve the problem.
9 is 11. So now I need 11 ones. 1, 2,
Could you make a 10 out of the numbers that you have?
10.
Yeah.
Okay. So make a 10 here, get rid of a 10 here, and then get rid of this one.
So also, what would be the prior knowledge that students?
Yeah. No, it's totally okay. So you had 11 ones, right? You had
Yes.
11 ones. So, you need how many ones to make a 10 block? You need 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you did the right thing. So let's put this back. You had the 10 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you have to do is, do you have 11 ones right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
Okay, so put back another one.
to make
Okay.
11.
So make 10 for us. So put like with the ones, make a, make 10.
Make the 10?
Yeah, make the
Okay.
10.
Something like that, so it's learning behavior.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. No worries. Take your time.
Sorry.
Okay. So we're gonna leave the one right there, right?
Okay.
Okay. So now you have a 10. So now what can you do?
I can move this 10
Mhm.
to the 10's place.
Yes. So what
So
can you
get
do?
rid of-
You can get. What can you do with the ones?
So get rid of the ones.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
what else do
then
you
add a 10 here.
Yes. Okay.
So
So
now I only have 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now keep going.
Okay. So now I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is 30.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm getting so long.
Oh no, you're fine.
I'm like ruining your
No, you're fine. This is a learning process. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you
So-
believe that's correct?
No.
Why wouldn't that be correct? So, like, remember, like, try to, like, so you did that, right? So try to, answer.
that's what I'm not doing. I'm not writing it down.
Yeah, so write it down.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So now I have
30.
30.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so now
How many hundreds do you have?
now I have 5.
Okay, now check your answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I wasn't doing. I wasn't writing it down.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just doing it with the.
Yeah, no problem.
10
And
and
see,
I
like,
can't,
that's
like-
what I was doing in the video. Like, so when I, each time I finished, I would write
Yeah.
down the answer. I think that's why you were getting
I
confused.
think that's why, because I'm
So
not
that-
used to just using this.
Yeah, and that's
I mean-
great because that could be a common misconception
Yeah.
that my students have if they don't write down their work.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you learned.
Yay!
Yes. So as we saw, there was actually a misconception that happened during the lesson where we saw that Shawanda was having difficulty since she wasn't writing down her work while she was solving the problem with the tens frame. Maybe next time I could make that more clear in my lesson too. I mean, yes, I did provide that before she was able to do that, but maybe next time state it before she starts. So once she has the tens frames completed on the place value mat, just to remind her once she's done exchanging to write her answers just as I demonstrated in my first video. So what she learned is that she needs to show her work, and that's what's going to help her trigger if her answer's correct or not. But also she ended up writing 530 when it was supposed to be 531. So the other common misconception is when she saw the 30 in the tens place on the place value mat, she saw 30 and she forgot the 1. So that's why she wrote 530. At the end of the video, I actually explained that to her, and she did correct her answer. But I thought it was good during the video that she was making errors and she was actually subtracting, which is fine. I mean, she knows how to subtract, but that's what was confusing her. She was trying to subtract instead of adding and exchanging 10 ones to make a 10. So that's what was confusing her. So So doing this type of video and seeing, her struggle was really helpful for me, because I'm actually going to deal with students that are going to struggle with that. So that was really great for me to see, and to help her understand why she wasn't understanding, or why she was getting confused.